Oh, yes, I'm back with my 57th edition of boxing predictions. Yeah, and now there are some good fights so this next weekend. First one is between Nery and Shinsuke Yamanaka. It's a rematch. Uh, Last year it was Yamanaka experienced the first and rather shocking, devastating loss to Nery, who is undefeated, 5-0, 19 KOs. Yeah, whether that loss came because Yamanaka had underestimated Nery or whether there were some other personal problems for Yamanaka, I'm not sure. But it was a big upset. Well, Yamanaka is 35 already, so it seems maybe that he is now past his prime. Yeah, it looks like it. He has been the world champion since 2011. Almost 6 years of championship reign. That was brutally halted by Luis Nery, who is now making his first defense of the WBC bantamweight title. And yeah, you see, Yamanaka had made 12 defenses, so it's another, it was a really victory for Nery. But will he be able to repeat it? I think so. After he beat Yamanaka, he also stopped the very good Arthur Villanueva in 6 rounds. So Villanueva had beaten Richie Meprano before that. Had a controversial loss to McJoe Arroyo. Yeah, so this guy Nery, he looks like the new, the king of the bantamweight division, and perhaps he will again, I guess, score a stoppage victory. He's a puncher, definitely. I can see it, of course, going a little longer this time. First time 4 round stoppage. Now it will go, well, 7 rounds at least, I think, or 8, something like that. Yamanaka will do everything he can to manage that brutal loss, but the question is how much does he have left in the tank? I'm not sure that he can do it that much better this time around. So I guess, yeah, Nery is the favorite. So this is a 50-50 or 60-40 fight actually for Nery. But Yamanaka can still pull off a victory, surprise us, I guess. But still, Nery must be the favorite. This fight is in Japan, but so was the last one, so it doesn't mean anything, now. That then it's the first time. So I think I'll be by a 7th or 8th round stoppage. Yeah. So let's see what else do we have. Yeah. This one is on Thursday, and on Saturday there are several good fights. Let's start first with the European ones. First, it was a very, very exciting prospect for He's fighting this guy Winston Campos, which I don't know that much about. It's another WBC silver super lightweight title match. Josh Taylor, he looks like the next big thing, to come out of Scotland since Ricky Burns. I think he is even better than Ricky Burns, or better. Since I don't really consider Burns to be really good. He was just a good fighter who had a little luck also. He got a few undeserved victories, and yeah, was lucky against that guy Chela from Puerto Rico. Anyway, uh, Josh Taylor, he's a knockout fighter, of course. Really good fundamentals. He can put his punches together. He can knock you out with only a few shots. While this guy Campos, he's been stopped twice already. He's still young, 25, but he was knocked out by Ismael Barroso, for instance, who was knocked out by Anthony Cross. So, Taylor should be able to handle this guy pretty easy, I reckon. He knocked out the very tricky and tall Miguel Vasquez in his last fight in November in 9 rounds, and then of course he beat O'Hara Davis. Was very highly, touted and beaten. He stopped him in 7 rounds, so this should go faster, I guess, 4 or 5 rounds, maybe something like that, 6 perhaps. So I think Taylor will definitely score a knockout at home in Glasgow. Yeah, he's actually from Edinburgh, but anyway. A knockout for Taylor in the first 5 to 6 rounds. Then there's a quite interesting fight. He's fighting as a super welterweight for the first time, something he should have done before. And his opponent is Sergei Rabchenko, or Sergei Rabchenko in Russian, from Belarus. Yeah, this guy Rabchenko, he looked really good for a while. He stopped Ryan Rhodes, I remember, in 2012, and he beat Cedric Vitu and Bradley Price. He lost to Mandine. It was a kind of, this controversial split decision loss. Then he got stopped by Tony Harrison, which I guess still is not a shame, but still, I think he's more like he's really good at European level, but at world level, he's not a world beater. Kell Brook, he's better, but he is also the smaller man, so he's also suffered 2 bad knockout losses in a row. As you know, to get Golovkin and Errol Spence Jr., where he was stopped very late in the 11th round. So, yeah. But I still think Brookie is the favorite because, as I said, he's world class, and Rabchenko or Rabchanka is not really. He's more like European class fighter. He can fight against world class fighters, but not really win. Not usually anyway. So I guess Brook will win by a decision most likely, because I'm not sure if he can punch that hard at this weight, that class, to stop a guy like Rabchenko, who's only not stopped once and late by a big puncher, a natural super welterweight. So Brook, I think he will take this on points. There's also the Bivol versus Sullivan Barrera. That's a really, really good fight. Perhaps the hottest light heavyweight fight right now this weekend. Yeah, Barrera has one loss to Andre Ward, but since that he's beaten Shabransky, uh, Vyacheslav by knockout, and he's also won against Joe Smith Jr. Even though he got knocked down and Smith injured his hand in the third round, I believe. But still, this guy can punch, and he's a solid boxer, all round fighter. But Dmitry Bivol, he looks really good. I will be surprised if he lost this fight by anything else but a questionable, questionable decision. Young, yes, and relatively unexperienced. He only got 12 fights, while Barrera has 22, so that may work against him. He beat some decent fighters by really quite quick knockouts. Trent Broadhurst in first round. He won the WBA title with that victory. Really amazing knockout. Before that, he stopped Cedric Agnew also in 4 rounds. Robert Barrage in 4, and so I guess I favor Bivol, because he looks really really hot, and he's a great puncher, and but he's got everything, it seems, all the fundamentals that a great fighter should have. So Barrera has only lost once, as I said already. He has been knocked by Joe Smith Jr. So if he can do it, so can Bivol. I think Bivol will win. Yeah. Well, decision. I think most likely he will score a few knockdowns, and then perhaps he may tire late, and then Barrera may win a few rounds. So it will be close, definitely. Yeah, but I favor him, perhaps even by a stoppage in the later rounds. I'm not sure. But I think I will bet on Bivol winning on points. And then, the big fight, Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz. Yeah, this is a really mouth-watering heavyweight showdown. Yeah, both guys are undefeated, of course. But Wilder, he's had been criticized in the past for, not always fighting the best guys out there. So he has 38 wins by knockout and 29 altogether. Uh, Luis Ortiz, he has had some issues with steroid, accusations, and he's 38, so he's 6 years older. Or yeah, so he I guess he is the underdog on paper, but he so far really, been quite impressive. He knocked out Tony Thompson and Brian Jennings, and yeah, decision Malik Scott was a very, a shutout decision. But Wilder, he knocked out Malik Scott in 1 round. But he's this type of guy. he doesn't you out fast. He usually, kind of slows down later on. Or sometimes it also takes him a long time to finish a fire off. The fire that should have been finished off earlier. So, favorite, but not a clear favorite in my mind anyway, because Ortiz is very strong and very good fighter with great punching power also. Yeah, he didn't fight for a year between 2016 and 2017. At the end of 2017, so that may perhaps problem. Uh, yeah, this is a fight that's quite hard to predict because Luis Ortiz is a kind of a dark horse. And he hasn't really faced so many really good fighters, and some of them were down over the hill like Tony Thompson, but he has proven that he is a rather spectacular puncher, and he's really really effective. So he hasn't really been, I guess, his chin hasn't been that tested yet. So this will be the great test. I can see him going the distance against Wilder. Yeah, definitely. So I guess the safest is to bet on Wilder to win. Yeah, on points, I say. I don't think he will stop Ortiz. He just looks too strong for that. So yeah, but it will be a close fight. I think. Yeah, definitely. He has a puncher's chance, of course, to win by a knockout. But I don't think he can get a decision, in Brooklyn, Center. Yeah, so that was all for this time. And then enjoy your fights.